Unlocking Marital Bliss. You're very welcome to Unlocking Marital Bliss with Miss Cyrus Road right here on your number one station. I am so glad that you tuned in. Right here at Unlocking Marital Bliss, we're absolute. We deal with issues, we bring them out, we provide answers, we provide solutions. Because like many people get equipped in science and everything, but a few people take time to be equipped in marriage. We teach you, we train you, we equip you. That's what we do over here. Because marriage is not hard, it's ignorance that is hard. And if you're ignorant when it comes to marriage and you've not taken lessons to be equipped, like watching and Unlocking Marital Bliss, you will never develop a real relationship. Tonight we have a question. Is my fiance a gigolo? Exactly, that's the question. Because today you're going to hear a lot of men coming up even on TV and saying, oh yeah, I want a woman who will take care of me. I want a woman who's going to be there for me. I want a woman who will give me some money so that I may pay my school fees and finish school. Now, when a man is reduced to that level, when a man believes that he is waiting for a woman who has money, because allegedly these days women have a lot of money, so instead of guys working, you're looking for a woman and whose money you can take. Oh my goodness. And you might have a fiancé out there. Yes, you might be a girl and you have a fiancé. But the question tonight is my fiancé a gigolo? And if you are a gigolo, tonight you're going to be set free as you listen to this. Right now, I'm going to hand it over to you because I want to take your views. Is my fiancé a gigolo? Yes. And are you literally living with a gigolo? That's a man who's depending on a woman, just trying to siphon money from a woman, and especially even older women, to many of them. Let me hear your views.
Man's first commandment was work. The Bible clearly says in Genesis chapter 2 and verses 15, when God put the man in the Garden of Eden, the first commandment was to cultivate it, to till it, to keep it, to work on it. Now that was the first commandment. Now this means before a man finds a woman has to find work. That's very paramount. Secondly, a woman is actually talked about in the same scriptures, Genesis 2:18, that a woman is a helper to the man. Now, a man needs to understand that a woman simply comes in to help and to supplement, not look at the woman as the head of the family.
I do not like men who detooth women. Why wouldn't you work? Wake up, go to an office and work. You have 2 legs, 2 arms, 2 eyes, 2 ears. I believe you can wake up and go and work. It is not nice to detooth a woman because they also struggle. They also wake up to go and pick that money. They also wake up and go and work in different offices. So it's not a good thing. It's better for a man to wake up and go and work than to detooth a woman.
I was at campus, dated a guy who was a little bit older than me. And then he used to give those excuses, baby, I don't have fuel, baby this, baby. Remember, he used to have problems all the time. He was a problem man. He was so problematic that I used to call my parents all the time, lying to them, Daddy, I don't have money for coursework, I don't have money for handouts, so that I can fulfill his desires.
I think it's a bad thing, and I think it's draining, both, I'd say, emotionally and financially. And it affects everyone, not just the man, the lady, but even the people around you, your friends, your family.
Genesis chapter 3, verses 16 actually says that the desires of every woman will come from the man. Now, the woman's desires are supposed to come from the husband. That is to every woman, that is as creation is. So I think it is actually now turning the order the other way around. If a man actually thinks that his desires will actually come from the woman, now that is not biblical. The biblical order of God is that every woman's desire comes from the man or the husband.
By the time you get to realize that you're actually with a gigolo, you're already caught up. You're already in the relationship with one and you can't get out of it. And while he's taking from you, he's putting it on someone else, my dear friend. That's how the really life can be unfair.
Please remember this. You are not the only person he's doing this to. He is doing this to very, very, very many girls.
like it's degrading, first of all, as a human being, as a man. So you're taking away a lot of things from people. You're taking away trust, you know.
I advise young girls out there, if you fall in a trap of such a guy, run away.
Please just flush him out. Because you may say that you will handle, but at the end of the day, it will break the relationship. No matter how far you think you can go, no matter how long you think you can sustain him, everyone needs a shoulder to cry on, to lean on. If you have to do everything, and while for him he has to sit home and relax and enjoy from you, you can do it 1 year, you can do it 2 years, but you can't do it forever. No matter how much you think you can do it, you can't do it forever when you have someone just taking it all from you.
But you women who can fall victim of this menace of gigolo, I think it's a shame. To you, a woman who does it, and to you, a man, it is a very big shame. You are not worthy being called a man if you think you will survive by actually getting from the woman or looking for a woman who has money and you keep going to her. I think that is not what you need to do. We need to follow the godly principles and the order of creation and the order of our God, who created man and woman and gave every one of them responsibilities. Finally, to the women out there, before a man tells you how much they will love you, ask this man boldly, do you have work? Do you have a job? And I'm not talking about work the way people understand it nowadays, but I'm talking about work as the scriptures talk about it.
We'll be back right now, still watching Unlocking Marital Bliss, and it is just so wonderful. I told you our question tonight is my fiance a gigolo? Exactly, who's a gigolo? This is literally a man who's fitting on a woman. A man, is it bad to receive from a woman? It's not bad. But a man with an intention sees a woman who's got money and then will do anything, even have sex with them to just for the money. And many of you ladies today have actually supported this system whereby you're supporting these guys to be gigolos because you think, oh, we ladies are very few, so I can fund this guy, I can do this, I can do whatever in order to support this guy in this wicked behavior, in this life of a Casanova. And then on the other hand, you also have the ladies supporting this. And there are ladies that are totally innocent, and like we have a guest tonight, who believe if I love you, I'm going to be there with you, I'm going to support you, I'm going to empower you so that we grow together. And yet you guy on your side, you're just thinking the other things. You just want money, and whoever brings in more money is the one you're going with. Tonight I have Stella on the show, a wonderful guest, and I would call upon her to literally tell us her name. How are you, Stella?
I'm okay, how are you?
Uh-huh.
I'm Stella Namatovu.
Yeah.
I'm working.
Yeah.
I finished my studies. I'm graduating soon.
You're graduating soon?
Yeah, in January.
In January?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're graduating from where? Is it some university or what?
Makerere.
Makerere. Wow.
Yeah.
You're still a young girl graduating from Makerere, and you're graduating from Makerere. Which course did you offer?
I did archives and records management.
Archives and records management.
Yeah.
That is so good. So
I'm not married,
you're not married.
but soon I'll be getting married.
Soon you'll be getting married.
Yeah.
You have somebody in your life?
Yeah.
Okay, at least our viewers now can know they don't dare. You're already taken, you're off the shelves,
Yeah.
if somebody would use that. But we thank God for that. I'm happy for you. Stella, I am talking about, we want to discuss about gigolos. You know, many guys today, you ladies believe that you are very few.
Yeah.
So you can do whatever it takes to literally spend on a guy so that a guy can be yours.
Yes.
And then there are ladies who literally will welcome a guy, and based on what you told me, welcome a guy who pretends that he's really into you, when in actual sense, they're also coming out to try to siphon something from you.
Yes. It is
Are
part
those
of-
people there?
Yeah, they are there. And there are many.
There are many.
Yeah.
In your life, where you go about, at campus, where you've been, at your workplace, have you had such experiences?
I've had, and even it happened to me.
It happened to you?
Yes.
Wow, so you were in a relationship?
Yes, I was in a relationship. We are
No.
very happy.
You gotta tell me.
Yeah.
How did it all start?
It started way back, like 3-4 years back.
3-4 years ago, okay?
Yeah, I had someone I loved, and he loved me too.
You loved each other.
Yes, we loved each other.
Go on.
We were going in the same church,
Okay.
and being ministers, I thought he was the rightful person for me.
Okay.
I used to care for him, but then he never had a job.
By the time you were in love with him, he never had a job.
He never had any. So
And you were did you have a job then?
I had one that wasn't earning a lot of money, but I was supportive.
So at your age, even you were still making money to support
Yes,
yourself.
yes,
And he did have a job.
yes.
Okay.
So it happened that this guy loved me so much, and me, I really thought he was the rightful person. He was my fiance. I thought this was the husband I would ever move out with.
Okay.
So we dated together, we strived, because I was staying at home, he was staying in his single room.
Okay.
I used to care, bring food, cook, wash for him, do all sorts of things a woman can do for a man. But
A woman can do, I know this is a big story, but that stuff of cook for you, do this, and you were acting as a woman
yes,
who would take charge of a home.
yeah,
And this is what many ladies actually are going through even right now as you're speaking.
yes. So it happened that our love was flowing so well, and this guy even proposed to me on a pulpit.
He proposed to you
Yes.
on a pulpit.
Yes.
Was it a Sunday? How, were you guys alone in the church or what?
No, we had a function at church. There are many people, and it was a surprise. He
Okay.
just called me out, picked me, and he proposed that, Stella, would you marry me? I was like, yes,
Was he on one knee?
of course. Of course.
Okay.
So when he proposed, I knew I'd made it in life. Because for me, I was not all about money. I knew we would work maybe slowly and maybe achieve our goals,
Yeah.
which wasn't in his mind. For him, he wanted something finished, which I didn't know then.
You wanted a finished work.
Yeah.
You are believing in progressiveness.
Yes.
You are believing that anything starts from the ground and it grows up.
Yes.
Only grapes start at the top.
So in the process, there was a lady. She was a grown-up woman. I think she was about 40.
About 40.
And then I was 23 years.
23 years.
And the guy was also around 23 years.
23, okay.
So that lady became close to us.
Yeah.
She was a lawyer.
Yeah.
She could move out, bring things for him. And I knew this was a sister, a mother. We called her mom.
Oh, you called her mama?
Yeah. So she was too kind. And to me, I was like, maybe she'll hope my partner will grow. Maybe provides a job. So they used to go there for fellowship. Also, me, I used to go there once in a while because she used to love cooking.
Okay.
She could cook for us. We go there in a group
Where?
in Nigeria.
No.
Like
No, I mean, where? At her house?
At her
a
house.
hotel?
House.
Okay.
Yeah. So we could eat. We enjoyed life with us. But again, in me, I used to have a negative feeling because it was too much. Whenever she could
What do you mean by too much?
whenever she could go abroad, she
Yeah.
could bring things for this guy. When
Yeah.
she could come back with nothing for me. Say, nice shoes, belts, jeans, watches. So in me, I was like, that concern was too much on the guy, not both of
Not
us.
both of you, okay.
So in me, my instinct told me that something is wrong.
Okay.
So before long, they used to go there like a group when I had stepped back.
Okay.
And another person who was going with this guy of mine stopped. She was a lady. So maybe also she was sensing something.
Okay.
So he happened to come back from abroad one Sunday, and my fiance gave her a massage.
Your fiancé gave her a massage.
Yeah. And when I was waiting for him, he told me, I'm coming. So I waited. So when he came, he narrated the story that, mommy was coming from abroad, so I had to give her a massage. I was like, but if she's your mom, how can you give her a massage? Yet she's not even your real mom, but just someone you've met at church.
Yeah.
Well, she's well, but she shouldn't really make you do things you're not supposed to do. I think
Okay.
it's not right. He was mad at me. He said, no, we are just friends. You're just taking things the way you want, but we are friends. Stop thinking otherwise. I was like, let me calm my spirit. I calmed down. I was like, maybe they're friends, okay? Let me deal with this. Let me persevere the pain. Because in me, I was hurt.
You were hurting.
Yeah, I was hurting. So, a short while, just in a few months, the lady had just come back. Maybe she had a lot of money.
Yeah.
She rented him a very nice apartment
Yes.
of 3 bedrooms, not room, but bedrooms, 3 bedrooms.
Okay.
Remember, my guy was coming from a single room.
He was living in a single room.
Yeah.
And that's where you would go and visit him. And that's where you would go help him cook, take some food to him.
Yes.
And with the little money you made, you would go to try to encourage him. Did
Yeah.
you ever tell him about work?
I used to. At times we could try out some things, they fail. And it was more of, in case of any problem, it was more of selling things. It could be like, today I have a problem in selling my TV. I'll be like, be patient, don't sell anything. So we used to be in those
Yeah, you
rounds.
mentioned something, I have a problem, then he sells his property.
Yes,
He would be selling his property all the time. I have a problem, then I sell my jacket.
yes.
Tomorrow I have a problem, then I sell my pants. Then I sell. There's a weakness when men begin selling stuff from their houses. It is very dangerous. As a man, you require patience. You don't keep selling your TV, your carpet, your what. It is so dangerous for you.
So
Uh-huh.
when I spoke to him, it could be like, no, for me I have issues. So I could just keep quiet. So from the single room, this lady rented a very nice apartment for this guy. And on top of that, she gave him the keys for the car and the ATM.
Which car?
She's her,
No, I'm saying, which car, the keys for the car. When you mention the car,
her car.
her car, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So this guy could drive anytime he feels like. He could withdraw money from ATM. So he started giving me gap.
He distanced himself from you.
Yes. So when I realized he was just distancing himself,
Yeah.
I was following up.
You kept running after him. You're not leaving me.
Yes.
Okay.
So one day I went to his house. The house was too big. I was like, but no, I don't think this house is.
Fit for you.
Yeah, because you have no kids. You have no. He told me, Mommy has paid for the house. I was like, and the car parking? Mommy is like, you can drive anytime you feel like. In me, I said, which kind of heart
Is this?
is this?
Okay.
So what I did, I went to my pastor.
Okay.
I discussed this with my pastor. My pastor called him. They spoke. Again, he denied. He said, we're just friends. He's my mom. He's my friend. You could interchange things. He's my friend. He's my mom. Nothing can go on. He's
Okay.
above 40. I'm in my 20s. How can I go for a big woman like this one? So we gave it some time.
Yeah.
Not until he started acting bitter to me. Because at one time he told me, Stella, you're over following me. I'm just tired of this. Just now I love you, but stop following me. To me, I call it, I just had,
What do you mean by following me? What was he referring to?
because I was going to his home and asking him what is happening. You no
You
longer
just
call
check on
me.
him.
You just always moving up and down with your mom. You don't have time for me. What's happening? I was
Yes.
just asking him.
Yes. Okay.
So he told me, Stella,
instead of answering the questions,
you could say I'm just a friend to mom. She's
Okay.
my mom, she's my friend.
okay.
She was just not open to me.
Okay.
So what I did, I told him, since you proposed to me, I'm giving up on you. Have your ring back. When you feel you're ready for me, you have my time, then you will come back.
What was moving you to give up? Now that he had proposed, then the giving up.
I saw that he was running after money, and I never had that money,
You saw he was running after money
which I never had.
and you never had the money.
Yes.
all you had was a sincere heart to love somebody. But this person wanted money
Yes.
and you could not provide it.
Yeah.
So you had to surrender.
I had to surrender. And of course, because that was the real thing he was after, he didn't even beg me or
Didn't try to
please
try to bring
forgive.
you
No,
back,
he never.
talk it over.
He never. He was just in pride. So my pastor told me one thing: I'll call the guy we speak and you get the final answer from him. But anything which comes out, just bear.
Okay.
So the guy was called. I was there. Pastor asked him, "Is there anything between you and the so-called mom? Why is your relationship breaking if
Yeah.
there is nothing between you and the other man?"
Yeah.
He said, "No, but Stella is just jealousy. I think I can no longer handle her." What? To me, I just broke down and I almost cried. I told him, "Have your way. You can move on with your life."
Okay.
So, because he was also in pride, he moved
Yeah.
on, drove the car, and left. So I told Pastor, "You've seen? That's what I've been telling you. For me, I've been suspecting something." So in me, I thought maybe I was wrong. I kept quiet and I'll be like, maybe we'll come back. I kept hoping.
Yeah.
So because they were ashamed and really there was something going between them, the guy disappeared from church with the mom.
Okay.
When they disappeared, like after 2 months, we heard of the wedding organization was going on very well with the mom.
So now he was getting married
Yeah, he was getting married to the mom.
to the mom. We got to put that in
Yeah,
quotes.
the person he used to call mom. They are getting married.
The person who was supporting you, supporting him, and one you thought had actually come in to help you
Yes.
build your relationship with this young man. And now they were getting married?
They were getting married, and this guy never had any coin, nothing like money. The lady funded everything for the guy.
The lady funded everything.
Yeah, the wedding for the guy. So
What
even
the guy wanted was money.
was money. Even they sent us a card. The wedding went on very well.
Yeah.
But I think they stayed for less than 2 weeks. And the guy called me.
And the guy called you
I think he almost called me the night of the honeymoon.
after 2 weeks. He is married to the woman that has money.
Everything.
She has everything. And now he is calling Stella.
Yeah.
Stella who has nothing,
Yes.
but only love and sincerity of heart.
Yes.
She is broken right now. She is abandoned. The shame, the embarrassment, the reproach. I mean, because you had your engagement in public.
Yeah.
Everybody got to know about it. And then he literally was severing ties and then goes with another woman publicly. So if it had happened in secret, perhaps you would have been able to handle somehow. But how were you able to handle this shame?
When he
Were
called,
you able to handle it? Did you cry? Did you? Well, come on, you need to talk to me.
okay, in the first place, I cried. I remember there was a lady in our church, and my sister saw me crying. When my sister saw me crying, she was like, "Go with this lady,
Yeah.
and she'll help you out."
Okay.
I went with her. She told me, "Stella, I know what you're going through," because her too, she has never been there.
She had also.
She told me, "Stella, I'm going to close you in my room. You cry the whole day. When you feel like you're tired, call me." So she could be going out, coming in. "Are you done with crying?" I'll be like, "I'm still crying."
Oh dear.
Until when I stopped crying, like in the evening, we spoke. She gave me strength. Though I don't say that day I stopped crying.
Yeah.
Sometimes I could be seated in a taxi and I burst in tears.
What would cause like memories would come back.
Yes.
The hopes you had, the plans you had, the visions of having kids
Yes.
with this young man. And then the public affection, display of affection.
True. Everyone looked at me as if I was a failure. They'll be like, "How can a guy leave a young girl like you and goes for a big person?"
How can a guy leave a young girl like you and goes for an older woman? Probably that also tortured you in a manner like, probably I'm ugly, probably I'm
Actually-
not that beautiful.
Actually, I would look myself in the mirror and I'd be like, what's wrong with me? Do
Yeah.
I have any?
Do I have defects?
Yeah. I look at my nose. I'd be like, why is it too big? I used to think maybe I was ugly.
You
But
thought-
again, when I could compare myself to that woman, no,
I'm not that
something
bad.
is wrong.
Something
Which I
is wrong.
discovered that was money. He
You later discovered
went after money.
he was after money. He was looking for somebody who could finance his lifestyle.
Yes.
Somebody who could be his mama. He never knew how to earn, how to invest.
He lacked patience.
He lacked patience.
So when they wedded, and he called me after 2 weeks.
After 2 weeks, 14 days in marriage, and then he calls the ex. 14 days in marriage, you call the ex. That's a problem with a gigolo. That's a problem with men that don't love but are after money and want to use every woman to fund their lifestyle. And many women are falling victim. But tonight we're going to see somebody who went through something similar but had the guts to say, it's over, I'm going to let go. And this person is telling us all this. Tell her, you're saying he called you after 14 days. And what was he saying? I love you?
He told me, Stella, it's like I had the cover on my eyes. Now my eyes have opened.
Oh my God.
Can we do something? I want to go from this home. I love you.
Now he is married, and now he's saying, my eyes have opened. How was he torn? Like apologetic, huh?
Apologetic, almost crying.
Now that is one of the things I want the ladies to understand. Many of you, when a guy begins crying, you better watch out on such a guy, because it's more of being manipulative. And then don't fall for a guy's tears all the time. Oh, forgive me, forgive me, forgive me. But it never changes. And then he says, no. You don't carry that nonsense. You see, if a man is in tears all the time, apologetic, and that's what sweeps most women. Your motherly instincts rise in and you think, oh, sorry, baby, oh, I'm going to save you from that woman. I'm going to take you away. No, that dude knew what he was doing. That dude was up to something. He knew what he was up to.
Yeah.
It wasn't a joke.
Yes.
And now, because he couldn't pay the price of enduring, pay the price of loving somebody and not taking them for granted, appreciating how nice they are to you, now he's coming back to tell you, oh no, this can't happen. Forgive me. I love you. What went through you?
In me, actually, it gave me strength. Because in me, I got a thinking it was not all about money. Because he had gone where there was money.
Yeah.
And I was wondering why he was coming back.
Yeah.
So I discovered money wasn't enough for him.
Money wasn't enough for him. Most of these guys being manipulative, reaching out to you and saying, I love you, and you say yes, that alone, it comes out of a sense of insecurity. They think if this girl says yes, then I'm somebody. Then they realize that's not it all. Even money is not it all. Because the more money they get, the more empty they become. They realize money does not actually solve the problems they have. The problem is I am empty. I don't know how to be a man.
Yeah.
I'm trying to look for a mama. And this is one thing with most of these men. They're trying to find a mama, somebody who will care for them, somebody who will pat them on the back, somebody who will feed them. That's why most men in the nation today are not working. They're not going out to put money on the table.
Yes.
They prefer to find a woman who's working, and they can manipulate her and tear her down and take the money from her. And the woman is thinking, if I give him the money, he
love
will
me.
stay. He he will love me. But even when you give him the money, because now he goes for this woman older than him,
Yes.
and he's still going to do the same thing he did to you.
Yes. So, I asked myself, why could he be calling me if he was happy? Because he already had a car, control over the ATM. This woman had money.
Yeah.
Because she could fly to any country, anytime.
Control over her ATM.
Yes. So I stood strong. I told him, you made your choice before the church. I'm a born again.
Wow.
If you vowed before God,
Yes.
she's your woman.
That
If
was
you didn't
strong of
find
you.
what you expected, that is the burden that you have to carry. It is for you. That is your cross.
But how did you? I mean, okay, he went through all of this, and then you stood your ground.
Yes.
Did you think like, oh my goodness, finally he's back?
No.
My goodness, we're gonna just take a short break right now. I'm still talking to Stella, and we're gonna find out, is my fiance a gigolo? Can I be able to overcome all this kind of stuff? Let me tell you something, men, we are called to be men and not to look for mothers. We'll be right back, Unlocking Marital Bliss with Miss Iris Raw. Unlocking Marital Bliss. Unlocking Marital Bliss. We'll be back, Unlocking Marital Bliss with Miss Iris Rod, and I'm in the studio dealing with a very sensitive issue. Is my fiance a gigolo? Because to be honest, I have had the opportunity to have Stella in the house, and she's talking about what she went through and how her fiance actually wasn't working, but got to a point whereby another woman came in who had more money, and then the fiance left the Stella who didn't have money and went with the other one who had more money and more things. And getting married, 14 days later into their marriage, this guy is calling Stella again. And I'm asking Stella, did you feel like, oh, finally, I can have him? I can prove to that woman I am better. That's what girls do.
Actually, even before calling,
Yeah.
I used to get advice from girls, go to their wedding. Stand, if they ask anyone with a question, stand. But I
Oh
didn't.
my God, no.
Okay.
Your girlfriends were telling you go to their wedding.
Yeah.
If
'Cause
they ask,
you
does
cause chaos.
anybody have any cause why these two shouldn't be married? That you go and mess it up.
Yes,
And you never did that.
I didn't.
You
So
were not bitter.
calling after 14 days, in me,
Was a vindication for you.
yeah, in me, I won't say totally the love I had for him had all gone.
Yeah.
No, that feeling had to be there.
Yeah.
But I have one thing which drives me.
Yeah.
I have God.
Amen.
And with God, I have friends who know God.
Yes.
So I didn't close myself in the room, cry alone.
Yeah.
I could talk to my pastor.
Yes.
I could talk to my friends.
Yes.
They gave me courage.
Okay.
So by the time he called,
You were strong.
I was strong to say no, even when my heart was,
When your feelings felt like,
maybe let me say yes.
maybe let me say yes. But your decision was
I
no.
already made my decision. No, I didn't follow my heart. I didn't follow
Your
what
feelings,
my
your
feelings.
emotions.
I didn't. So
You
I,
followed the truth.
yes, I followed the truth. I told him, you've already said you've already vowed to another woman, so it means you'll never marry me.
Exactly.
I'll be your second wife.
There's some women out there who feel like at least they're very bitter and they get into a situation like you are in. When the guy comes back, then they feel like, I have victory. Finally, I'm going to prove to the other woman I'm better than her. And all this is a form of bitterness, a form of anger, and they're not even ready to love. It's all manipulation. I
Yes.
thank God you never fell for that.
If you allow me, I can give you an example.
Yeah?
There is a woman
Yeah?
who is now like a second wife, but she was the first wife. She was the first girlfriend.
Okay.
But after the guy wedding, the girl is still giving birth for the guy. The guy comes back and gives birth. So I never wanted to go through such a thing.
So this, like, there's a girl over here,
Yes.
then the guy is running with this girl, then goes ahead and weds another woman,
Yes.
then comes back and begins to sleep with this girl. Now he's having babies here, he's having babies the other side, and this one thinks, I am loved. Let me be honest with you, if you're watching, lady, you are not loved. You are hated. And the fact is, you hate yourself.
Yeah.
And Stella, what you did was a sign that you know who you are.
Yes.
Was a sign that you love yourself. You were not ready to go and mess up somebody's marriage.
No.
If they made their mistake, it was their mistake. You were not going to be part of destroying whatever the vows they had made.
Yes.
You were not going to be part of it. And that gave you strength. You were not bitter.
Yeah, because I grew up knowing I'm not supposed to be a second wife.
You grew up knowing it. And actually the Bible says God created male and female, not male and females. So it's got to be one man and one woman so that you move together, not one man and 10 females.
So at times you could call me in the night. You followed me up to my workplace because I used to work around in Tinder.
Yeah.
You could come in the basement parks. I'm waiting for you here. Come and we talk. But I didn't give him time.
In the meantime, he's married.
Yes.
Okay.
I could also reply, it send me texts. I'll be like, you're a married man.
Leave me alone.
Leave me alone. Move on with your life. I'm also moving on with my life.
Some young ladies need to hear that. Some young girls need to hear that. The courage you exhibit. You are a married man. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. What you did, Stella, is empowering ladies out there. You're letting them know it can happen.
Yes.
So you went ahead, leave me alone, and the leave me alone continued, and he would keep coming back?
Yeah, I could keep coming back, but I gave it a lot of time, around 2 years, following
He kept
up.
following you 2 years later, after he had married, and you kept telling him off.
Yes.
That persistence takes God.
So after 2 years, to me, I was okay to meet him. I felt free to meet him,
Yes.
to be bold enough to
Talk to
face
him straight
After
in
2
his
years,
face after 2 years, okay?
Yes, he called me. I gave him time.
Good.
I met him.
You stood as a woman.
Yes.
You know who you are.
I told him for me I was happy you got married. I thought that was the happiness. What is going on? How is marriage? He wasn't there. Actually, he left the woman after 6 months.
After 6 months, he walked away from his marriage.
So by following in the 14 days, he was
Planning.
He was planning to leave. He could be there for some weeks, goes out, comes back, goes out. So in 6 months' time, he left the woman. He told me.
He left the
He
woman.
left the woman.
Within 6 months of saying, I do.
Yeah. He told me, we make up, we can do what? I was like, no, I'm done with you. After 2 years, I'm done with you.
Did you tell, after 2 years, did you tell him I'm done with you because you had found somebody else? Or did you tell him I'm done with you because you knew who you were?
I told him I'm done. I not that moment that I was done with him, but long ago.
Yes, but now you were being bold in his
I'm
face.
emphasizing. I was
What you had
emphasizing.
already said.
Yeah, I told him, you are married. However
Good.
much you're not there, for me, I know you're married.
Yes.
I can't say yes to you anymore, and I will never look back. I wish you well. I wish you a happy family.
And you are saying it from the heart.
From my heart, even
No-
without
no ill
bitterness,
feelings.
with a smile. He couldn't believe I was smiling.
Because he thought you're going to cry when he left.
He thought.
And then when he comes back, you're going to be saying, oh, thank you for coming back.
So after there, he left. Now I'm okay.
You're okay.
Yeah.
But then, how did you handle where you were facing bouts of, shame? How did you handle this shame? Somebody proposed to you on the pulpit, and then this guy comes and says it's over, I'm marrying another person. How did you move on? What did you do to move on?
Okay, at first I had to agree. I had nothing wrong with me.
That is so powerful. You had to agree and admit that there's nothing wrong with Stella.
Yeah, I told
A man
myself.
can leave, that is so powerful. A man can leave a beautiful woman, and most beautiful women will think, I am ugly because he left me. But you took a good stand and you say, there is nothing wrong with me. And for you to say there's nothing wrong with me actually was evidence you discovered I am well.
Yes.
I have my identity.
Yes.
And it's not coming from the man. If the man goes, let him go.
Yeah.
I am still beautiful. A man can leave you not because you are ugly, not because you are not sexy, not because you are not beautiful. He will leave you because he has a problem. And that's what most women need to know, that a man can leave you not because you're ugly, but because he has a problem. He doesn't know what commitment means. He doesn't know how to love people. He is only using people. He's looking for money, using people. And so never condemn yourself. If he walks, he can go. But remember who you are. God never bound your destiny to the one who is to leave. If he's supposed to stay, I'm telling you, he's gonna stay. But if he's leaving, God never bound your destiny. And I'm glad that, Stella, you discovered this, that your destiny was not bound around this young man.
Yeah.
You could move on, and you gathered your little money again.
Yes.
And now you are not giving it to, he wasn't there for you to support him because he had a woman who had a lot of money, and now the wedding is also, the marriage has also collapsed, and then here you are. How did you move on? I mean, by then, were you studying? What were you doing?
By then I was working,
Okay.
but after some time I went back to school
You went back to school.
because I was focused on my job. My
Yes.
boss helped me get another good job,
Okay, your boss helped you get a better job,
which could take me to school.
which could take you to school. So you funded your tuition
Yeah,
to school.
yes.
That is so bright of you. I would like to literally applaud you, because a few young ladies would stand up and even think of getting back to school after this gigolo walks away. They think everything has come to an end.
So to me, I knew my destiny is my destiny. His destiny is his. So I had to stay focused and I move on. I prayed. I continued serving church. Amidst all the shame, I didn't run away because one time I thought of running away from church.
Yeah.
But when I talked to my pastor, my friends, they told me it's not about running. You have to face the challenge, because even if you run anywhere, you can find the same situation.
I like that.
Will you keep running? So
Will you
I
keep
stood my
running?
ground. I continued serving God up to now. I'm
Up
still
to now.
standing.
You're still standing.
Yeah, and him who was looking for money, I think he's still looking for money. For me, I'm well.
You're doing well.
I'm doing well.
I'll ask you. So you're doing well. You were serving in church. Were you an usher, kind of back there? Nobody sees you.
I was in a choir.
You were in the choir. So you were always on the pulpit.
Yes.
And how would you sing, and you know, what are people thinking of me, and you know, all those thoughts, and then you're in the choir and you're not about to run away.
Actually, in the first place, I wanted to run away.
Yeah.
But when I got courage from my friends, and as I stood, I continued serving. I used to stand and praise. However much I was feeling bad, I could praise. Let me say, Mukama mulungi.
Okay.
Aba mulungi ekiseera kyonna. Kugamba, I could confess those words when I know outside I'm not well.
You
but
don't feel it.
I don't feel it.
But that's the
But
truth.
again, it's the message I have to give to people. But it's the truth. He remains God, however much someone needs for money, however much someone does anything ugly, he's still God.
He's still God.
I believe there is a future for
Your
Stella.
destiny wasn't built around this man.
No.
So if he was to leave, your life, his living didn't mean your life ending.
Yeah.
His living didn't mean your love life ending either. So you could say, Mukama mulungi, aba mulungi ekiseera kyonna. And you would sing it, you don't feel it, but you believe it.
Actually, there was a lady in the congregation.
Yeah.
She used to tell me, I see you're very happy nowadays. But then you could sing and I cry. And I wonder, what kind of God are you talking about? You were left, you were alone, you're heartbroken, and then you're singing for us, you're happy, you're dancing. I told her it's not all about what I was feeling.
Thank you.
It was about what God was doing in me.
Say that again. The viewers need to hear that. It wasn't about how you're feeling.
How I was feeling. But it was about the work God was doing in me. And I believed one day they will see it. And they've seen it.
They've seen it.
Yeah.
You've prevailed.
Yeah.
How long ago can you count now?
The years since that happened?
Since that happened?
It's 4 years.
4 years since that happened. And you even were able to go back to school. So you were not defeated. You're not living in bitterness. You're not seeking revenge.
Yeah.
You are healed. Jesus healed you.
Jesus healed me.
He put you together again.
As I'm speaking,
Yeah.
the woman who had taken the guy,
The fiance.
they are no longer together. And I hear she's miserable.
Yeah.
She claims the guy took everything away from her.
Oh God.
She's messed even career-wise. She's not okay. So
That is, there's some women out there, probably you've gone through all that, you're facing the same thing, but I want you to know that God still loves you and God still believes in you, and that your destiny is not tied up to a person. If a person is gonna leave you, don't you bury your life, don't you bury yourself. Stella was able to wake up from the ashes. She was able to wake up from the ruins. When you've been ruined in that manner like Stella was, it is never the end. I would like you to embrace this. Forget about how you feel and believe what the Word of God says. That's how Stella overcame. She sang, she praised God, she took her ground, and by faith she said, it is well with me, irrespective of how she felt. Why? Because your feelings will always follow, your emotions will follow what you say. So you stop saying, I was abandoned, I was left, stop the self-pity. You are not the first, and you're never gonna be the last. Life goes on. I want you to embrace it so well. Stella, you are a strong woman.
yeah.
And if any man is gonna have you, they're really going to be blessed, because you've seen it all.
Yes.
And they better be ready, because you have been built up.
Yeah.
You're not for money. You're not looking for money.
Yes.
You're genuine. You're out there to give love.
Yes.
I would ask you a personal question. I know when it comes to having you here on Unlocking Marital Bliss, it was all sorrow your way. But all your sorrow was turned into joy.
Yes.
All your sorrow was turned into joy. Let me ask you. You're happy now.
I'm happy.
You're full of joy.
Yes.
Do you have somebody in your life? Are you ready to love again?
I'm not only ready to love again,
Uh-huh.
but I'm loving someone again.
Somebody is in your life.
Yes.
You have a man.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord, she has a man.
And actually, what I did in the process, I didn't rush to get someone else to compensate their sorrow.
Thank
It
you.
has taken years.
It has taken years. You healed.
Yeah.
You never made decisions while you were bitter.
Yeah.
You never made decisions while you were angry.
Because some people want to compete.
Exactly.
They want to show I'm well. You bring another one. You replace that easy.
Oh.
No. It has taken time. It has taken God. God is grace.
Or maybe nobody ever came to you during that time.
Many came.
Many came, and you said no.
It was not all about someone who proposes to marry me or what.
Yeah.
It was about me getting someone I genuinely love again.
Love again.
Yeah.
Stella, that has been so beautiful. Our time is running out, and you literally have heard this. If you're moving out with a gigolo, if you're a gigolo, I counsel you. You don't need a mama. You need God.
True.
You need God, okay? Because a gigolo is always looking for somebody who will love them like their mama.
Yeah.
But really, you don't need a mama. Be a man. Stop being a boy. Stop playing. Rise up. And if you're a lady and you've been abused and you've been abandoned, I want to say this to you. Stella is over here. She is a witness. She has overcome. She is above only. And Stella, I want you to say one word, or take 30 seconds and say a word to a girl out there who thinks they've been hurt like you were hurt.
To my fellow girls who may be going through what I went through, I would wish to tell you one thing. You are not ugly. There is nothing wrong with you. But focus on God. Someone there, a rightful person, is there waiting for you. But he will not come your way when you're wounded. So
Yes.
calm down. Don't stress. Just look to God.
At Unlocking Marital Bliss, we believe in a happy life creates a happy marriage, and a happy marriage maintains a happy life, and you can never be happy without God. So if you're going to be in marriage, you need God. Never forget that. We'll see you next time, same place, same time. Cyrus Rod. Unlocking Marital Bliss.